right now, live in the event. See that? Uh, see if YouTube up and running. Let's see if the YouTube is up and live. There we go. Let's go. YouTube is up and live. Mute that though. All right, so this is how you stream to multiple streams, right? Multiple streams, and then I'm going live. The app is called Restream. It's called Restream. See it up here in the right hand corner. Many blessings to you, man. Dante, it's a pleasure. So look, the app is called Restream. This is the paid version that gives you access to the videos. You can invite up to 10 guests with the paid. I think we pay like $40 a month. But it's a very vital app, especially for what you do, bro, especially you being able to do your clubhouses. So today's message, we're going to ground the energy. Nam yo harin gekyo. Om mani padi me hum. Nam yo harin gekyo, nam yo harin gekyo, nam yo harin gekyo, nam yo harin gekyo. Nam yo horenge kyo. And Nam yo horenge kyo is a sound. The first sounds that God ever made was hallelujah, assalamu alaikum, alaikum assalam, Allahu akbar, om, and hum. These are the sounds that are made by God. And the languages or the symbolisms that have those sounds and dialects are ones that we study, from Sanskrit to Cantonese, the Mandarin, to Hebrew. These that flow, numerology, astrology, numbers, symbols. So like this message, right? This live today is about words are stupid and how silly they are for those that are speaking different dialects, especially the English language, man. I'm speaking English right now because most of my audience speaks English, but I'm in 100 countries, so a lot of people watch me not even knowing what the fuck I'm saying, like, ever, right? So I'm gonna tell you what Nam Yorenge Kyo means. It means the cosmic mystic law of cause and effect through sound. So everything we do, what you wear, how you dress, like this heart on my fifth eye gives off a sound, a frequency, and a vibration. The colors I wear, I'm in battle guard. We going out to do interviews today, coming out to the marketplace, bringing my world, bringing my family. So I've given off sounds and vibrations, and it's call and response. It's cause and effect through sound. So whatever you put out, you get out. And the thing about me, 369, Remo 369, that's positive, negative, neutral. That's a complete algorithm. When you have a complete algorithm, you can have progress, you can have growth. There's a lot of airy fairy vibrations, and there's a lot of like doomsday destruction vibrations. But we look for the vibrations that can see both sides and be like, hey, this all belongs. What do you mean? It all belongs. And if you don't get what I'm saying, listen to this. This is I said to all my Haitian, if your sound ain't true, so we pulled that up, right? And now that's some exclusives from the GTA 8 Aloni territory. This is gonna be the intro. Um, like no more fake anything sounds, words cast a lot of spells, contracts and agreements. We your the people that were held to like be responsible for you, i.e., our parents, i.e., our spiritual organizations, i.e., our educational systems, i.e., our workplaces, any groups or organizations that you join. A lot of them have they have faulty programming, super positive, hyper negative, hyper feminine, hyper masculine, hyper. The goal is to be balanced. You hear balance in your sounds. I haven't done a video like this in a while. Like I'm on 3 screens. This is lit. Like it looks so lit. Actually, I'm gonna take a picture of this, how lit it looks, because being able to broadcast and express your sounds based off of trauma, off of the norm, the status quo, your paradigms, right? Your paradigms are multitudes of habits. And your multitude of habits is the things that you seen, heard, taste, touch, felt while you were growing up. And those people that are held the responsibility over you, i.e., our parents, the babysitters, your schools that you go to, they have a strong influence on your belief system. They have a strong influence on how you live, how you dress, what you eat. The goal is to be balanced. Like everything belongs. I came in with a male body with a very feminine trait and go through the shit that I went through, being almost aborted. Like almost, like I went through those things for a reason. I experienced the sexual trauma. This vessel experienced the sexual trauma so that I can be where I'm at right now, to be able to communicate and hold the space for those that may not have the bandwidth and capacity. So this is why words are silly, because the more words you take in, right? Like back in the day when my grandma was my age, right? Like my grandma's 81, flip it around, she's 18, because we did a dope spell. Me and her born on the same day. Shout out to you, grandma. What is that? Shout out to you, grandma. 32084, but hers is 32041. I might get that added. I think we're gonna get that added on this tour. But the goal, if she, back in my grandma day, in order to get the amount of it used to take 72 years to get amount of negative information or false programming or fake news, right? 72 years, right? From newspapers and radios. Right now with these devices, we have access to everything, everywhere, all at once. Everything, everywhere, all at once. And because there's no veil, no space in between the cosmic laws. This video started off talking about Namyo Denge Kyo. It all belongs, right? This is a channel. I channel very well, very well, very well. And in the channeling, like I said, I'm doing multiple things. With the ability to tap into forms of technology, that negative news, you can also get positive news. You can pick and choose what you decide you want to look at, what you want to take in, what you want to digest, what you want to ingest. Your 1,440 minutes or 86,400 seconds in a day, your day, how you start your day, how you middle your day, how you finish your day, how you're spending your moments, and what belief systems or paradigms. A belief system is a multitude of paradigms. Paradigms is a multitude of habits, right? So like whatever ones you have and the ones you choose to carry on, like your reverence and respect for your elders, or your reverence and respect for the church, or your reverence and respect for the state, how you earn your money, that like whatever you choose to agree to, those sounds, those frequencies, those vibrations, they're gonna impact you greatly, like throughout your entirety of your lifetime. Say to say, watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they create your habits. We're habitual creatures, so your habits create your character. And once you know your character, you'll ultimately determine your destiny. So that's the whole thing of why words are silly. So we say less, we say words that we add words or frequencies or sounds or tarots. Oh, what is this? Temperance. This is the card, right? Temperance. This card right here has words, it has symbols, it has angels, it has colors, it has lights, it has stimulation, right? It has numbers, it has Roman numerals, it has letters on it, right? 3 stars, and the Roman numeral is 14. That's 5. That's a balance. That's a balance between the 0 and 9. That's a balance. And when you can find balance, right, and know how to deliver your sounds. I've been spending a lot of time just speaking offline. I have several businesses or several accounts. I have several nations that we run. I'm a leader of a nation. My nations, my peoples, my places, my things, my and bloodline, my ancestral runs very old and deep, right? So we come from a place where being able, being able to deliver sounds that matter. I'm doing this for my children. I'm expecting my 9th child, and like children don't speak English until they can learn English and Mandarin and all that, because they listen to the sounds and they know how to mirror and mimic very well. So once you identify the programming that's no longer serving your avatar, no longer serving your agreements, because we all made agreements when we came here. Before we came to Earth, we all had agreements that we made. We was like, yo, I'm going to come to Earth and be this non-binary, divine frequency. I'm going to learn. I'm going to study under a grandmother that do card readings, and then I'm going to make sure I'm under her so she can teach me how to read and teach me how to count, learn how to get good with money so I can take over the spiritual leadership of the Morgano bloodline, and then being able to bring my grandfather back, who transitioned when I was 5. What up, Josito? Yoruba. Shout out to the Orisha. Oh yeah, hola fiance. Oh yeah, nam yorengekyo. So oh yeah is Orisha, right? Orisha is deities. Yoruba, Nigerian bloodline. So if you don't know who you are, you don't know what roots you're connected to, it's hard to ground your mana. It's hard because you'll fall for everything. This is why balance is everything. This is why I do headstands. This is why I broke one of my ankles. This is why I got a plate in my. They talking nanotechnology. I was talking nanotechnology. I told the doctor I'm gonna keep this plate in, so when nanotechnology come out, I'm gonna be able to add some things to that. That bloop, bloop, bloop. That I snap my finger and I'll be able to change my hair color, or I snap my finger and I'll move shit out the way. So it's just like I share that. I'm joking. I was joking with him. Not really. But I share that because once you identify the things that you no longer desire to have, you start to feel your 1,440 minutes, your 86,000 seconds, your 24 hours. You start feeling your moments, right? You feel them. You feel them out with divine. Look, shout out to the Babola. Listen, the moment I brought the Orisha, he felt it. He smelt it. They should smell it because we carry all of the ancestors with us. That's why me being able to articulate in the English language, and saying Oya, saying Hebrew, saying Sanskrit, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, being able to know those, it allows my spirit and my soul to ground. Come on, bro. Why you think I'm gonna let you in? For what? Why would I let you on? Like this is awesome, because one of the dopest things about like the metaverse, you get to choose positive, negative, neutral. You get to choose. And I know every time I come out here and I say what I say, I speak, I'm doing this in the lobby of a hotel, which has massive amounts of energy that rolls through this frequency or this portal consistently. I used to do this a while ago. I no longer do it anymore because of the amount of energy that we pulled in. The amount of energy we pulled in, and knowing balance now. I built out a team. We go through processes. So anybody that want to share space and want to share meta space with us, or share talk space with us, or share exchanging space, there's an exchange rate that happens. There's a return on the investment. There's a ROI. Because like the dope thing, yeah, there we go. Positive, negative, neutral. The dope thing about not being attached to any of it, it allows you to not be fearful of it and be curious of it. You can ask the questions. You can engage accordingly. You can do your Tai Chi, your Qigong, your Namya Denge Kyo, and then doing something like what I'm about to do right now to close out real quick. The key points of this is 15 minutes, and I didn't want to do a long event. I wanted to do one to get it out there so I could start sharing it, so I could see how it looks on LinkedIn, so I can repurpose this content, because everything that I just shared can change your life. And it's all, you already know how to do that. The you that brought you to this video, the you that got you to watch this, the you that was listening to our frequency told you to listen to this and then start listening and doing what he said. Meditate, breathe, ground, choose what you put your attention to, because energy flows where attention goes. I choose. This is my rituals. This is my morning rituals before we interview a dope ass sensei, seafood martial artist, entrepreneur down here in Greensboro, North Carolina, before we make our way to Georgia. Like, so the past year, 2 years and a half, we've been to over 27, 30 states, right? Right in the middle of the pandemic, we decided to go out on world tour with global tour. And the tour is to acquire the assets and resources of the indigenous land. What? Yes, to acquire the assets and resources of the indigenous land. And we have now acquired assets for lodging, assets for travel, assets for sustenance. Once you acquire those, then you're good to do your personal legend and mission. I had to learn that. But in my programming, in my faulty programming, I thought I had to work really hard. I had to work up a corporate ladder. Like, I got 13 years of corporate American experience. I am a veteran. I have oaths and codes that I'm attached to. So while we're acquiring these assets and resources, we're also tapping into the spiritual leaders, tapping into our family, our tribes, and our nations, our battle buddies, our former veterans. Yep. And then in that, right? In that, we're being able to break bread and do ceremonies and do rituals and talk about solutions, be able to bring some of the bullshit to the forefront, transmute the bullshit and allow it to go away, and go into something new, solutions. You can't manifest without the negative. So this is why 369 is so important. This is why positive, negative, neutral is so important. This is why this is the most perfect time ever to be living in Pangea, the world, Americas, anywhere. This is the perfect time for you to be you. So after the instant death, right, experience, the full experience, like the world, is a new place, and they are a new creature. The seemingly unsolvable dichotomies between himself and the world suddenly seem easy to navigate and effortlessly, synthesizing with society once, and what they believe are no longer a chore, but a magical act that we love performing. Like I said, I only pulled one card, and I did it real chill. I didn't do it beforehand. And this card represents the energies and choices that I've made. My question was to align a card to go with the message that I decided to do 35, 40 minutes ago. I decided to do this message 35, 40 minutes ago, but I spent an hour and a half, 2 hours raising my vibration, sharing my frequencies, ingesting negative, ingesting positive, pushing it back out. I am a alchemist of energy, time, space, and matter. And when you know that, right, you use it accordingly. Like, some people just get on and pull cards because they like the feeling. I pull frequencies because I'm creating algorithms, portals. I am manifesting destiny. That's what America said, right? By the way, fuck America with the PH for the balance, bro. He can hold two opposing views in his mind without going crazy. This is amazing. Their inner voice, we can hold two opposing views in our mind without going crazy. This is amazing. Our inner voice is so clear and strong that we move with confidence, never questioning our choices. It's like we can do anything, and whatever we do is touched with magic, grace, and perfection. Life after death sure does seem like heaven to me. You hear that, Biggie? Life after death sure seems like heaven. So one of the biggest fears, right? The three biggest fears is fear of poverty, fear of death, and fear of criticism. So when you overcome those fears, and fear of success is up there and unknown, but when you start overcoming those fears, you get the grace, you get the spirit, because the God is only in the present. Spirit source is only in the present. That's why it's a gift. But if you fear and you're thinking about the past or the future, ooh. So life after death sure does seem like heaven. The divinity meaning easy grace in the face of intense pressure or difficult circumstances makes the situation seem extraordinary. Choices, actions, thoughts, words all seem touched with alchemy, with every containing, everything containing the perfect amounts of truth, compassion, and strength. The perfect amounts of truth, compassion, and strength. It is not a case of simply mixing equal parts, but finding just the right ratio. Positive, negative, neutral is the basis of the alchemical equation. Listen, I'm a scientist, bro. I'm a shaman scientist. So, like, 49% negative or your shadows and demons, 51% of your angels or your positive grace, right? That creates Christ consciousness. You're allowed to see you. You know who you are. But in the midst of that, you create algorithms for your meetings, your business, how you engage with your family. Like I've been on tour for a while now. So like I'm showing people how to tour. Like I'm showing them how to tour with just what they got. What do you have? Just me. That's it. I tour with me. And then I got a bunch of ancestors with me. I never leave without my ancestors. I never leave without the love of my spirit. I never. And shout out to A. Marie, man. Like what you showed me in VA when you sang to the water, I'll never forget that. Being able to go to water, I go to water. It's a pool in here. I make sure I'm going to get in this pool. Almost didn't get in the pool, but I'm going to stay an extra night so I can make sure I get in this pool, right? But it's a pool in here, and being able to tap into the water allows your spirit presence, the energy to be felt. Choices, actions, and words all seem touched with the alchemy of everything containing perfect amounts of truth, compassion, and strength. It is not the case of simply mixing equal parts, but just to find the right ratio. The advice is to combine the best parts of your reason with your intuition, and you'll discover a magical elixir of perfect grace and ease, no matter how crazy. Of perfect grace and ease, no matter how crazy. Like being sane or being you in a crazy world is the best thing you can ask for. Being you in a crazy world is the best thing you can ask for. Trust your inner voice completely. Tap into yourself. That's why we do this. We create these boot camps that roll out. We're rolling out a 99-day boot camp. Like that's when people got to go through a filtering process to get access to your space and even access to your silence, even access to your thoughts or your consciousness. They should go through. You go through. I was in the military. I had to go through basic training. Everybody don't just say, "Oh, I'm a veteran." No, there's a lot of my battle buddies that didn't make it through. So it's just like people that can be in and around your authentic sound and space. Those are the people that truly have compassion, because it's not love is the ultimate form of love is compassion, and love is God, and compassion is love. So if you can be around somebody that you may not agree with, but still like you are able to speak your truth to them compassionately, yeah, access to my silence, bro. That's access to my silence. Avery, you know what I'm talking about. And in the negative, because there's positive, negative, neutral, and I love these cards. My daughter, she draws like anime and things like this, so that's why I picked these cards up. They mean something to me, and they mean something to the people that I'm doing this for, which is my legacy. If you're not doing this for anything besides yourself, then like it's cool, but like I got a legacy, I got businesses, I got missions, I got messages. What am I doing to sabotage yourself? Ask yourself this: what am I doing to sabotage myself? What am I doing to build myself? Why am I fighting against ease and grace? Why am I fighting against ease and grace? And this put questions in here. I don't normally ask great questions, but this guy allows me to ask great questions. Do I actually prefer angst and struggle, crisis, and chaos? Do I? But I told you, those things are necessary in order to create solutions. How do I expect beauty? And is drama more exciting than beauty? Is drama more exciting than beauty? They're all necessary. They give off frequencies and vibes. And this is one of the books that this is my book recommendation. Anything by Don Miguel Ruiz. He made the Four Agreements. My tarot card recommendation. These cards are awesome for my mangas out there. The words, the illustrations, they're beautiful. I usually get these cards to be able to copy the art. And then for all of my people that are looking to tap into their identity, their ancestors, especially if you of the African diaspora, Orishas, the new black gods. I told you Oya, Olafia, Ogun, Sango. This is written by Mason. What's this? John Mason, copyright 2016. Shout out to John Mason. Shout out to a Lake by Folklore Society that I got this from. But like, if y'all missed this, watch the replay. But we discussed several topics on the 369, how to balance. And I'm gonna give y'all one of my secret tips too. I take cold showers and I take baths. I take cold showers and I take baths. And remember that it all belongs. And no time or no room for fake love. Inauthentic sounds gotta go. Y'all stay blessed and highly flavored. I said, oh yeah.